Good morning, YouTube. Here's some simple sharing from a salty sister. Hey there, I'm Daphne Smith, and I had an idea or an inspiration this morning. I was doing my morning routine, and quite honestly, my mind drifted a little. I like to think of it as creative inspiration. And I started thinking about a friend of mine who has a parent in hospice. And this particular friend is choosing to not go and see their parent. Now, give you some parameters that I'm aware of. My friend is able-bodied and financially capable of going to see this parent here within the same country that we live in, halfway across, yet still. And from my current understanding at the time of this live video, the decision has been made not to go. And having been with a parent when they passed, and now in hindsight being so grateful for that blessing and opportunity, what came to my mind was, I can't imagine why. Why is my friend choosing not to go? And the first thought that came to my mind was, there must be a lot of hurt that is being held on to. And hurt is a funny thing. It doesn't need a whole lot of space to do a whole lot of damage. When I started kind of letting my mind spiral into creativity, I was reminded of a verse from Scripture. And I'm going to read it from Ephesians 4:27. This is the NLT. And it says, "For anger gives a foothold to the devil." Now, I'm going to be honest. I thought that I read in some version somewhere that it was toehold. And maybe it was just the DSV, the Daphne Smith version of that quote, that it just takes a toehold. And I don't know about you, but my toes aren't very big. And so that means it doesn't take a whole lot of space for anger, hurt, bitterness, or resentment to creep in and do its damage. And one of the many differences between internal and external hurt is external, you can see. I mean, if you fall down and skin your knee, you see there's a hole, there's a disruption, and a hard, crusty scab will form over it. And that scab is designed to protect during the healing process. And eventually it falls away and boom, new skin is formed. What about our hearts? What about our minds? When they get hurt and they get hard and they get crusty, how do we let that scab go? How do we grow through that? How do we get beyond it? Well, if it only takes a toehold for the hurt to happen, what would it take for the healing to begin? My understanding is that God doesn't go where he's not invited. And yet I believe he's omnipresent. So he's already here, to quote Rascal Flatts. He's already there. And because of that, all we have to do is allow a toehold or a foothold, just a little bit of space to let him come in and begin the healing process. So my friend, my encouragement to you today is, are you willing to let the healing begin? Are you willing to let the light in so that your hope, your encouragement, your happiness can grow? And so that the hurt that you're harboring can be released. I hope you're willing, because it's possible. And it can make a huge difference in your life starting today. So until next time, be bold, be brave, break some chains, and make some waves. Bye for now.